For Oklahoma renters, the numbers tell a clear story. According to Zillow, the average rent in Tulsa has risen more than 30% in the past 5 years. Nationally, rents have surged nearly 50% since 2019, outpacing wage growth and leaving many struggling to keep up. Now, a bill in the state legislature is aiming to improve safety for tenants, requiring more stringent practices for landlords. 2 News Oklahoma's Samson Tamajani breaks it all down.
More than a third of Oklahomans are tenants, according to the 2020 census, and live in rental houses or apartments like these off Yale Avenue. If you are one of them, do you know the employees who are granted access into your unit? In Oklahoma, the law currently does not require a property manager or landlord to run any screenings on employees that need access to properties. But new Tulsa State Representative Michelle McCain tells me she wants the state to prioritize safety and transparency in landlords by codifying these guidelines.
I was scrolling through Facebook last year and saw a mugshot of someone that I knew from the past, and that made me take notice. And they had been a maintenance employee in Tulsa. And they were on a maintenance call and assaulted a woman. I realized that Florida had passed similar legislation. I've lived in apartments, and as a single mom and single person, who came into my home and stuff was always a concern for me.
McCain's HB 1945 required landlords, owners, and operators with at least 5 rental units or properties to subject all employees to a background screening before they can get hired. It also required them to maintain a log that tracks the issuance and return of keys for all units. That's in past tense because after passing one House committee unanimously February 20th, HB 1945 was not picked up in the House Judiciary and Public Safety Oversight Committee Wednesday. McCain tells me she couldn't get a Senate co-author by this deadline, despite receiving bipartisan support.
To be honest with you, I didn't know it didn't exist. It's actually a common practice right now with our members. They started this a long time ago.
Tulsa Apartment Association Executive Director Sherry Daly says members of their group commit to this accountability. While Daly mostly hears from landlords and not tenants, she tells me she knows good housing policy when she sees it and would have supported the bill.
It's common sense. I think everyone should be able to have the expectation of privacy and knowing that when you're renting somewhere that the people that have access to your apartment have at least gone through certain background checks.
In Tulsa, Samson Tamajani, 2 News, Oklahoma.